Okay, good morning. I'm going to have a get real conversation with you today because it's really what's on my heart. And many of us in this age demographic are dealing with aging parents, and what comes with that is often chronic illness. And it's ugly. And we spend the last, 15 years of our lives as Americans slowly dying. And I don't know about you, but I don't want that. And I'm watching this elderly, and not even anything I would consider elderly, like under 70, and even early 70s, I don't really consider an elderly population. And what I intend when I'm that age is to still be skiing and running. I'm sure it will look a little different. I probably won't be playing soccer then. I'm getting ready to time out of that here anyway. But what I'm saying is this population did not just wake up one day and become sick. This has slowly been happening over time. And when you look at our food consumption in this country, pretty much 70% of what Americans eat is highly processed food, meaning it comes out of a package, we can't trace it back, and it's highly profitable for the food industry. And this isn't some weird conspiracy, this is literally just how it works. Often those companies that own the food that makes us sick also own the pharmaceutical companies that make us well, like Bayer, for example. They're the owners of Monsanto. Monsanto sprays Roundup. That's the single biggest herbicide used on planet Earth. It's banned in multiple countries, but it's widely used here in the United States. In fact, Costco, I think, was the first store to ban it. It is carcinogenic. It was first patented as an antibiotic, so it completely disrupts your gut microbiome, which is essentially the foundation of your immune system, and it influences gene expression and so forth. And they're Bayer, so they're also a pharmaceutical company. So, and the largest purchasing and use of antibiotics in the United States is in the farming industry. It's for animals, and sick animals and sick plants make sick people and sick planet. So we have this incredible Sickcare system that I am just watching these people who worked hard all of their lives get siphoned and not cared about and thrown a bunch of drugs that also cause a bunch of problems. And I want to stop the cycle. And because you showed up in this group, you do too. And you can. So most of these diseases are inflammatory and linked to mitochondrial function, which is metabolic function. Okay, so dementia, Alzheimer's, autism, those are in the category of type 3 diabetes, right? So we're like, oh, how does insulin and blood glucose what does that have to do with my brain? Well, it has everything to do with your brain because it has everything to do with mitochondrial function. And mitochondria is like the buzzword in the health world. And I'm so sick of everybody making health so complicated. It's really easy. Mitochondria is just the way your cell converts food and nutrients to energy. So if you can dial your mitochondrial function, you can dial the microbial ecosystem inside of you, you're dialed. Okay? So what does this look like for you? It means take the advice I said, manage your blood sugar. And one great way to do that is to prioritize protein, good high quality fats, and fiber. That's what your plate should be. And in fact, about 70% of it should be non-starchy vegetables of variety of colors, right? And then diverse animal proteins and fats. And so I'm 5'3", just under, I weigh about 130 pounds, and I try to get about 100 grams of protein a day because as we age, that's what we need for proper mitochondrial function, to be able to maintain lean muscle mass, to be able to have the appropriate aminos to trigger all of these chemical responses in our body, okay? So prioritizing diverse non-starchy vegetables, because that's high in fiber and phytochemicals, with protein and high quality fats, that's the basics, okay? That's what your plate should look like, and that's ironically exactly what it looks like probably right now. So what I'm asking you to do, please, because this needs to stop, this cycle needs to stop. So take what you learn here and implement it for your sake, the sake of your children, and the sake of the planet.